Start hearing this call come out. It was the Great Wall Chinese restaurant. Dude's in there with a knife. 95% of the people out. Then we hear that he's got a couple of hostages. Kind of from what I remember, there's a couple of hostages in the back room. And we come rolling in and we're trying to decide, does he have hostages or not, right? Mm-hmm. At this point, we can see him inside. He's walking around with a couple of knives. He would put one of the knives either in his pocket or down on the table, and he's on the phone with somebody. So we're trying to establish communications on the PA. English, Spanish, nothing's working. Form a little team, and they go to the back, and they try and get the back door open to see if there's anybody hiding in the restaurant, we can get them out through the back door. And from what I remember, there was a couple of cooks or dishwashers that they exfilled out the back, which was really good. And so at this point, we have a barricade. So we get on scene, we establish, like, I tell Chad, I'm like, hey man, hold the basically the 1-2 corner, because the 1-2 corner, which would be the southeast section of the southwest building, because there was a door that led directly out south. So if the guy ran to the restaurant, Chad could intercept. So we got Chad there, and Rory and I are on the front door, kind of offset on our patrol cars, just watching this guy while negotiations are trying to be made, get him on the phone and my PA and all this stuff. The guy goes to the south end of the restaurant and sits down. So it's all glass, aluminum roof, concrete floor. And he sits down and he's on the phone, and we're like, hey man, he doesn't have the knife in his hand. We think he might have put it somewhere. So we're like, hey, we'll just form a hasty team. Me, Rory, and Kenny Lee. And then we had Donnie Bernius, and I can't remember the guy's first name, but I think his last name was Angula. Bernius and Angula are less lethal and shield guy. Kenny and I are going to be the assault element, and Rory is, or lethal cover, and Rory's kind of like the TL, right? So we tell Chad, hey man, if he makes it to that door, he cannot get to those people across the street. Like, protection of third party, it is what it is. You need to stop him. Chad's good to go. He's like, got it, roger that. So we make entry, we open the door, and we're trying to communicate with the guy, and he's completely, I don't want to say oblivious, but zoned out. Like he's out in outer space, man. He could care less who we are, what we're doing. He's on the phone, and he puts the phone down.